It's been great. I mean, I've stayed really busy and I've had a lot of good training, so I'm having a blast. I'm sorry? Yeah, we're both at the same gym and I've been around him. I got to watch him. You know, it's so much fun to watch him fight and, or train. I mean, he's an incredible athlete. Super motivating human, too.
In what way?
Just the work ethic. Knowing that, you know, he's come from a rough past. And, you know, he's had his ups and downs, and no matter what, he just keeps pushing through, and he works hard, and he says what he wants, and he's going after it. So that to me is someone who's going to get it eventually. You know, I mean, he's going to figure out a way to get to where he wants to go.
You have a fight coming up. What do you like about that matchup?
My fight coming up, yeah, I mean, this is probably the toughest matchup that I've had. I'm really excited about it, especially since we're both moving up a weight class. I feel good. You know, I'm being fueled a lot better than I was in my past camps. So that I'm definitely looking forward to being able to perform off of that. And yeah, I mean, I just feel good. The matchup is good. I mean, she's solid everywhere. She's got really good basics, and she's really, really good at them. So I'm just excited. You know, we've been working on my game and just improving all of that.
You trained with her before. What can you take from that in this fight, the fact you guys did train together?
Honestly, I mean, when we were training, I mean, we were kind of off and on. I was also a lot younger. You know, I wasn't even, gosh, I don't even think I made my amateur debut yet. I think I was like 16, 17. But I've trained with her off and on, and yeah, just being around it, I mean, I couldn't tell you, because, I mean, she evolves just as much as I've evolved. So I'm looking forward to it.
Was 125 your choice, or UFC wants you to go?
It was both. It was mainly like a health perspective choice. Yeah, all my past fights, I've at 115. I mean, every time the cut got harder, and I started out on a low calorie diet, never got reversed out of it, and then now it's just, I went out to the PI the day after my fight in November, and they came back and did, you know, like all the testing that we do out here is, I mean, that's incredible too. That's a huge benefit to all of us fighters. But yeah, they did some tests, and it came back that I had a decreased metabolism of like 50 or 60%. So it was really bad, and I had lost a lot of female hormone, you know, things that just weren't working right. And so it was kind of a joint decision that we made. You know, I want to be able to perform better, and I also know that I need to be fueling my training. So 25 is not necessarily like where I saw myself in the division, but I'm there, you know, and I'll fight there. I just wanted to fight, and so if we're going to keep me getting healthier and want to fight, then 25 is where it's going to be until probably a year from now when I can go back to 115.
Why a year from now?
Just because I think it's going to take that long to reverse my body back into a healthy state.
And it was because of the weight cuts, that's why?
Yeah, so I was put on a 500 calorie diet for about 10 weeks. My first, yeah, it was bad. For a good 10 weeks, a long time. Yep, and I was training 4 times a day, and it was super bad. And then I never got reversed out of that diet, so every time I would get right back into a fight, and I'd want to fight again, you know, and I'm sorry, I gotta watch this. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, I wanted to fight again, and so we had another cut, and then we had another cut, and I just never had the ability to go back. So I just, you know, even for like the past year and a half, I was never over like 11 to 1,200 calories, which is not normal, you know, especially for a high-level athlete. I mean, you're burning however many, but yeah, like a normal thing for like at rest is I would be burning 1,600 calories. Well, my body only burns 900. Like when I went to the PI, my body was only burning 900, which you can't eat above 900 if your body's not burning above 900 because you're gonna put on weight, right? And so that's a long, tricky process, and it took me years to get in that position, and it's going to take me a year or so to get out of that. So
you were only operating at like a percentage of what?
Right. I know. That's why I'm so excited. I mean, even now, we're still working on the nutrition. I'm still not 100%, but I'm tough. I'm going to fight no matter what. But yeah, I definitely wasn't. I've never performed or had a fight at 100%. Like. And that's not being like, oh guys, I've never had a fight at 100%. You know, that's not trying to disrespect anyone. It's just complete honesty. I really haven't. You know, there's training sessions where I'm like going off of no fuel, and you just do it. I have, yeah. My power's gone up. I always ask because Clint at the PI is like, how do you feel? How is your training? How is this? And I'm the kind of person, I'm like, I don't care how I feel. You tell me to do something, I'm going to do it. But like I tell them to ask my coaches, and they all feel it and see the difference. Like, and I'm just happier, you know, when I'm in the gym. Like I can talk a bunch of smack to the coaches and enjoy it. And yeah, when I was cutting the last time, you know, around this time I was just moody, and I would walk in the gym, get the job done, and then I'd leave. And now it's like I can walk in the gym and look at people and make fun of them, and then we'll laugh about it, and then we'll leave, you know. And so I'm just trying to enjoy the process, and it's hard to do that when you're not feeling great. And now I am. Right now we're back in a deficit because my metabolism still is not up. So my RMR right now is like 1100, which means that if I burn also and train and work out, I'm burning more, but I also have to be in a deficit to cut. So I'm like around, I think, 1100 again. But I definitely went through a phase where I was on higher calories and I felt great. And yeah, we're 3 weeks out. I'm getting close, and I feel good. So still not as high as I want. I think their goal is to get me to like when I'm cutting, so like around this time, probably 1700 or 1800, which would be ideal. But it's process, and it's all part of it.
Are you working with the UFC? Are you doing the meal prep plan where the UFC is actually providing them?
I am, yeah. It's huge. You know, Trifecta is awesome. They've actually partnered with me as well. So right now for camp, they send me out a shipment of meals, and it's just, you know, they send out like the bulk. So they'll send out like chicken or salmon or whatever the vegetables are that I'm eating at the time. And Clint and everyone at the PI will tell me what they want me eating and how much. And then because Trifecta sends me my meals, or like all the food, I can just measure it out and be perfect. But yeah, out here is everyone at the PI has been super helpful. They give me all my meals, and they have them measured out.
You mentioned wanting to go back down to strawweight at some point. You talked about being the youngest champion. How has that disrupted things, just with the fact that you're having to go up to 125?
Doesn't disrupt anything. I think I did an interview recently, and they were asking me the same thing, and they were like, "Does it change anything?" And honestly, if you're in the fight world and you're consistently fighting, you're always going to be in the talk. You know, I mean, in terms of like rankings and divisions, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you see fighters who have a big name, and you know, they can get a title shot in any division. You know, they want to drop down, they're like, oh, I'm going to fight for the title in this division. So and it's because they're a relevant fighter, and they're fighters that people want to see, you know. So I feel like it doesn't matter, you know, if I'm fighting at 115 or if I'm fighting at 125, obviously it's better to stay in one. But I mean, I'm just going to try to fight as many times as I can. You know, I'd like to fight this one. I have it kind of mapped out. I want to fight in July if possible for International Fight Week. And then I think October is the next one. And then possibly December, January. Obviously, that's really ambitious. But yeah, the more you stay in the fight, in the talk of everyone and in their faces, I mean, the more they want to see you fight, and the easier it is to get a title shot. You know, it's hard to be a fighter who doesn't fight but then also wants a title shot. But I'm also not in the rush for that because I'm 20, and 23 and a half is going to come in 3.5 years. So, I mean, I have time. I'm in no rush to go right for the title. It'd be nice to fight for the title once in like the next year or so, just to like be ahead of the game, and then, you know, and then have enough time, you know, for whatever reason, you know, if my shot at the title didn't end up working out, which I highly doubt that's going to happen, I'm going to work hard not to make that happen. But yeah, if I need to, then I'll have another shot before I turn 23 in 8 months. So there's definitely a process, and again, just trying to enjoy it and take it one fight at a time. We good? Yeah. Thank you guys.